So this is a bit of a strange hands-on with this camera, because this is coming from a perspective of a guy that never ever really goes out and shoots in the daylight. I never do travel stuff or documentary-esque things. I make music videos, so I'm usually shooting in very dark environments, very controlled environments, very kind of, I can control the lighting. LED screens, you couldn't be further from this like absolute natural wonder beauty. So it's been a really strange thing for me to go to another country, buy a camera in Japan, stop off in China on the way back and film on a brand new camera system and a new lens, everything. Like, this camera hasn't even seen my house. It's not ever, you know, I've charged it in a hotel room, so it's just a strange experience to be here at the Great Wall. But what better time to test it out and test its dynamic range and everything like that. So I don't really know anything about shooting RAW, or I don't really know anything about these huge file sizes, but I'm shooting in the RAW 3D file. And I'm just going to get home and see how that's going to go. I've already ordered a 4 terabyte SSD on Amazon, so that's going to be waiting for me when I get back. But I got a 1 terabyte card in here, and shooting in the Red 3D format RAW, I get about 34 minutes in 60 and just under an hour in 25 frames a second. So I have been shooting some of this stuff in 60, so I can slow it down for some B-roll as I'm talking. I'm putting that over it now, but for all these bits it's 25 frames a second. God, yes, my arm hurts. So weirdly, right, some of my first impressions of how this camera handles and feels in my hand is it's really nice. I've seen a lot of people online complaining about the grip and how thin it is and that there isn't much to kind of like grab onto, but I really like it. There's something about it that you can just kind of get your hand around. Like, it's really easy to just pick up and do shots with. Super hard to explain, but that's my review of the grip. But yeah, overall I really love the body. It feels really nice, it's a really good weight, and obviously we've got to talk about that amazing screen. The massive screen on the side of it is the main reason when I first saw it, it made me pull the trigger. I was like, I'm gonna have to stop this. So this autofocus is really impressive, right? I touched the little wiggling tassel here, and it's really picking up, it's keeping up with the flowing tassel. Now, I don't think that my Sony A7S, sorry, my Sony FX3 could do that. It's really, really locking onto it. And I just don't think I've seen that before from my Sony. Not to start like a brand war or anything, it was just something that I noticed. I was like, wow, that's really cool. So yeah, I'm in like a little tower at the minute. One thing that I've been doing here is just trying to see how accurate Tomb Raider 2 was compared to the real thing. The first level Great Wall of China in Tomb Raider 2. I've wanted to come here since I was a little kid because of that. It doesn't look like Tomb Raider 2. There's no like weird mossy blocky areas with water and trapdoors. But I'll tell you one thing that is here, the crows. The crows that come out, like one of the first enemies, well, a tiger's the first enemy you shoot. But when you come out and you drop down on that platform and the crows come and get you, they're here. I wonder if they take 30 bullets each to kill, but yeah, I mean, I'm going to move on now, and I'm going to try and find somewhere quiet to sit down and talk more about the camera, and basically what I've just been doing on this trip. I've really got into photography, so this is more of a photography trip, but yeah, we'll sit down and talk more about the Nikon, how it feels. I can't talk about how it looks yet, but obviously I'm going to edit this when I'm home, so I'll find out then, so see you in a bit. Whoa, okay, so I'm on my way back down from the wall now. Another thing just to talk about quickly is audio. So I haven't got any of my equipment from home, obviously. This is just what comes out of the camera, so whatever it sounds like, this is it. I'm absolutely shitting myself in here, by the way. It's horrible. This is so high. I didn't mind going up, but it's like you're looking down. Okay, so I am back now in the UK. Here's the Nikon ZR. You can finally see me actually holding it. Obviously I was filming everything at the Great Wall with the Nikon ZR, so here it is in all its glory. I'm sure you've seen specs and what it looks like, so I'm not going to dive into specs. This was just my hands-on hands-on look at it and how did it feel to use it in the real world out and about. So I couldn't quite find a spot at the Great Wall to sit and talk about it because it's so busy there and it was quite loud. It was also getting towards the end of the day and I had to just make my way down. Here's that amazing massive screen. Like I'm filming on a Sony FX3 now on a wide lens, so it kind of makes it look kind of even bigger, but the screen really is awesome. Don't let the big lens being warped to like to kind of dwarf it. Like, the screen is incredible. I will just turn that on for you and see there. Also, the lens that I've been using is the Nikon kit lens 24-70, and I feel like it does a really good job. I mean, it physically extends quite a lot, which I wasn't expecting, and to unlock it you actually have to, it's unusable like that, you have to kind of twist it once to unlock it, and then you can zoom in and out. But I found it completely fine. It's an f4 lens all the way through, and it's just a really nice lens. Like, you saw the footage at the start of the video, like, it's really nice, it's sharp. I'm definitely going to use this in the real world if I need any kind of corporate stuff filmed, or just taking it out again to a place in the world like the Great Wall. This is like a really solid lens. I can't imagine that I would need anything cinematic in a situation like that. Can I just talk about the grip? This is what I was talking about earlier, okay? There is a lot of room here. Although there's not a bulbous grip to actually grip onto, there is just a lot of camera here to actually grab and hold. So when it was around my neck, I had no problem just grabbing it and just doing my thing with it. And also, when there is a bit too much of a grip, you kind of find yourself with a claw like this, and you're kind of looking around. With this, you can actually move the camera a lot more fluid. It's a weird one, but I just really like that it's just a solid block that you can grip your hands around. You can just get your fingers in that nook and you just grab it and go. Like, I don't need like a thing to really get a good claw on it. Obviously, the back of the camera is really simple. There is literally 2 buttons and this little toggle. So you've got your menu button, and then playback button to look at your playback, and then the stick toggles in as well for selecting. You've got some quick options on the top here, photo and video, and a record, and that is it. So whether or not you want to call this a cinema camera, I mean, it says Z Cinema on it, and it's got all the bells and whistles. The footage certainly looks cinematic, but yeah, I mean, I've got access to proper big cinema cameras if I need them, and essentially, basically, yeah, it's just a really cool camera. I'm so glad that I picked it up just on a whim. Anyway, that is my hands-on with the Nikon. I might do an updated video. I mean, I have a very new YouTube channel. This is all new to me, as I enjoy. If this gets quite a few views or something like that, maybe in the future we'll do a follow-up video. I'm going to keep making content on here anyway, but I just really wanted to talk about this, and I'm going to get back to talking about the VHS stuff and other filmmaking bits as it goes along. But yeah, amazing trip. I actually got this right at the end of my Japan trip, so you might be wondering why there is no Japan footage and just China. It's because I pretty much got this on the last day. So yeah, there you go. But thanks so much for watching this far. I hope you've enjoyed me just talking about this camera and the footage. And if you could, yeah, just give me a like and subscribe. That would be great for the channel, and I'll just keep making more content as life happens. So yeah, I'll see you later, and yeah, thanks again.